In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to make a lead capture page inside Sierra Interactive that then automatically triggers an automation to send out whatever sort of deliverable that you want to get to the lead that just registered. First, let's jump in and check out an overview. All right, now we're looking at a workflow that shows you exactly how all of this is going to go together. So the first thing here is a content page inside Sierra Interactive. So we need to build that content page. We also need to create a form. That form needs to have a tag on it, and that tag is then going to trigger this automation to happen. When the automation happens, you're then going to be able to deliver whatever sort of information you want to get over to the lead. This here is an example of a lead capture page. So this would be whatever sort of headline you would like to have. That headline would be this photo right here. Then you're going to have your lead capture title. The lead capture title is just going to tell the person, what they're getting, as well as maybe a description of that. And then over here, some information, maybe some bullet points. Now down below, that's actually where you're going to have this lead capture form. And that lead capture form is going to be exactly where the person is going to then register with their information. Now, that's what it looks like on the front end of the website here. Let's take a look at the back end. Inside Sierra Interactive, there's a few different things that you need to do to be able to make that lead capture page. First, what we need to do is we need to create a new page. So by clicking the create new page icon, you're going to get into a screen that looks similar to this one here. And you're going to need to fill this information out. There's going to be certain things on this screen, such as what section you want to put this page under, maybe the page title, which will auto-populate the file name for that page. Now, the big thing that you want to keep in mind here is you want the footer navigation to be turned off and you want the header navigation to be turned off. That's what's going to give you this kind of look here, where it doesn't give the lead anywhere else to go other than fill the form out, right? That's what kind of makes it more a lead capture focused page. Here's some other settings that we have. You're going to want to fill out all of this meta tag information. So that's going to be the meta title, the meta description, and some meta keywords. That's what Google is going to use to index the page and really understand a little bit more about what you're trying to achieve. Now, once you've made the page, here's a couple blocks in the back end that you're going to need to use. The first one is going to be a content area. That content area is going to just house this image. That's all that's going to be there. You could also put this information down here in the same block if you wanted to. I just split the two up just to have the text in one area and have the image in another. I do have a template. That template is over here, this little lead capture template. What I'll do is I will actually share this template link so that everybody can download a copy of it if you want to. And all you need to do is switch your image out and the headline and description if you want to make something similar to what's shown here. Down below, you've got this text area. That is exactly what we see on the screen here. I'm actually going to split the screen in half just to kind of make things a little bit easier for us to see as we go through a few of these items. Again, we've got our headline up here at the top. We have this body copy right here in the middle, and then we have this form. Now, the form is the important part of how you kind of connect all of this together. This form here has a couple tags attached to it. Now, GGMS users, we use GGMS form and form needs review tags. You may not have these in your system if you're not a GGMS user, that's okay, but you can still do the same things we're about to do here. Now, I am actually going to just copy this to have it for a second here, and I'm going to delete this form out, because I want to walk you through the process of adding the form, because the form's the most important part. Everything else on this page, you can design however you want, but the lead capture form is really where, I guess, the magic happens, right? We're going to hit add new page component. From here, we're going to choose contact form. I copied that earlier just so I could put that in the title here. There's a few different forms that Sierra Interactive gives you. The most basic one is obviously basic contact form. That's what we're going to use. You can try out some of the other ones if you would like. And depending on what you're trying to achieve, that is really going to make a difference on which one you choose. So once we choose basic form, you can choose to give that to the primary account manager, the notifications, or you can send it to others. But the tags is really where this happens. So I'm going to add a lead tag, and I'm going to go back to GGMS forms. I'm going to add the GGMS form tag. I'm also going to add the needs review tag, and then I'm going to apply them. Now, there's one other tag that I made specific for this demo, and that was actually a lead capture demo tag. Now, before you add your form, because as soon as I hit submit on this, I cannot go back and edit the tags that are attached to this form. I actually have to delete that component and re-add it, okay? So before you go in and make your form, you need to go make a tag inside the tag section in Sierra Interactive. It's super simple. I'll jump over there really quick just to show everybody in case they've never done that. Underneath the leads tab here in the navigation, you have lead tags. And then from here, you can just add lead tag. You can make a new tag, categorize it if you need to, color code it if you like to, all of that. But the tag's an important piece because once we jump back over here, this lead tag is actually what we're going to trigger the automation with and how we're going to actually deliver the correct material to the person. Now at the bottom, you can redirect based on the form submission. So it's a basic thank you page is where it will drop them if you have this default one chosen. Or you can do an alternative page or URL. You might actually just drop them on the PDF, right? Wherever that's housed. It could be in Google. It could be uploaded to Sierra's file area. So that's one way to make it happen. But I'm going to go ahead and hit submit. And now we've got our form there. Again, the form is the kind of glue that connects all of these pieces together. I'm going to hit save and view. What that'll do is it'll reload the page over here on the right side. Now we're going to tie everything together. That happens in automation. So you hit the gear icon in the top navigation menu and then choose automations. That's going to bring you to this screen here. And then what you want to do is choose new automation. When you choose new automation, I'm just going to do lead capture demo as my name. And then we're going to trigger this based on a tag. And then the tag that we're going to use is the demo tag that we added. Right? So as soon as that specific form that has that specific tag gets filled out, that lead is then going to trigger this automation to happen. You can filter it down by a few different things if you would like to be a little more specific about who you're speaking with. But after that, we need to add an action. And the action that we're going to add is actually assigning an action plan. And what we need to do is create an action plan that gives those deliverables. Now, if you've never done that, super simple. Just go over here to leads and then action plans. And the one that you're going to probably want to use here is going to be a fully automated action plan. So we're going to hit new action plan and we're going to build a new custom action plan. Choose fully automated. This would be lead capture demo again. You would name it obviously whatever you're working on. Then we're going to hit next. It'll take us through a whole bunch of screens. I have a whole video that goes over all of this. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time in this video doing that. It's going to start up a brand new action plan for us. And that's what we have here. And we're going to create our first activity. First activity might be a text, might be an email. But what you need to do is you need to go through here and build the plan. And the plan is what's going to deliver the things you told them you were going to give them. The link back to the video, the link back to the resource, those sort of things. You can direct them there directly from the form, or you can do this version, which I enjoy this version because it starts to create a conversation. Hey, thank you so much for registering for our free guide. Here's a copy of the free guide. And then you can follow up with them. So that's what I would do is I would build out an action plan as long as the action plan needs to be with different steps, different touch points. And that action plan is actually what gets assigned to them here in this automation. Once you build that plan, you would then just go ahead and hit that demo plan and then publish it, right? And you would set this live. Then any traffic that you send to this page that fills out this form is going to get this tag. This tag's going to trigger the automation. The automation is going to apply the action plan. That's how you can create a lead capture system or mechanism inside Sierra Interactive. Another way, I have a page here that I built a while back. This is another way that you can do it. You can actually put those downloads directly on the page where the user can then click and download the resource, right? So that's another option that you can do where you can actually click to download the resource. That doesn't require them to fill the form out in that version. But again, this is housed on Sierra Interactive, this file here. So I could connect this to that form, use the alternate URL, and then push them back to this file that's being hosted on Sierra Interactive. At the end of the day, hopefully that helps everybody. Hopefully that was a cool video that kind of shows you how to create a lead capture page, how to connect that form back to the automation through the tag that then triggers the lead to get exactly what you told them you were going to give them and also puts them in some sort of follow-up sequence. Reach out, let us know if you